This will be the first of several clips to be released December 20th. So if you are seeing this, then I am officially the leader of the uncontrolled black militant movements that will be combined into one movement. Even if I have to use Zulu tactics to do this, I'll work with other races, and everyone you see me affiliating with from other races especially, you will know that they are uncontrolled opposition that I'm helping to secure their leadership position among their various ethnic groups. I will give one last chance, and I will double it for this one day. Anyone who accepts my top martial artist challenge on this video, on the 20th, okay, Big Brother will have several days warning. It's the 16th today, and they already know about this video because they hack into my phone and so on. So, anyone who accepts it on the 20th in the comment section of this video, I will meet them on the January 2nd to give my neck time to heal. If it hasn't healed by then, I will wrap it up so no one can get poison oak. And just to be safe, take a cold shower with rubbing alcohol, you know, and you'll be fine. Anyway, $6,000 if they can beat me. And we'll just raise $30 to show up. I don't want to raise it too much because I don't want to get a bunch of people showing up just for the money. So I don't want to raise the just to show up fee, or just to show up payment. Again, that's $6,000 if you win, nothing if you lose. $30 if you lose. $6,030 if you win, if you add it all together. That being said, without further ado, me, and I'm calling it right now. Today's the 17th. They will not beat me. They probably will not accept, because the white man doesn't even know how to fight fair. Neither does his bitch ass fucking accomplices, you complicit dogs. I'm Heru. This is the war fucking temple. No sissies. No Boy Scouts. No traitors. No spiritual bottom feeders. No one afraid to kill or die for what they believe, because the time is fucking now. Look, I'm not a communist, but ask yourself, what did Mandela do? What did the ANC do? Did they not say it's time to take off the gloves because we are dealing with filth? All this invading my privacy, covertly drugging me. I'm sedated right now like a motherfucker. But I persevered. When your wives drive by me on the road, don't you see that they don't enjoy having sex with you, they're probably cheating on you. When they're having sex with you, they're thinking about me. You know, and if they're cute, I'll be thinking about them too. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing what I do, but that's neither here nor there. You know, limp dick, pussy ass motherfuckers. This vexatious situation that you've set up is unfathomably wicked and evil. I'm the top martial artist, the guy that your pretty little ladies fiend for. They fiend for my body, you understand me? And I don't blame them. I'm one hot, sexy motherfucker. 6-pack and all, good looking and all. You know, I'm the top martial artist. I'm far more noble than you are. You know, if you were them, would you want your shriveled-dicked old husband who you're only with for what he can provide you? Or would you want a noble hero, a transcendent hero that has made your husband look like the bitch he is? All you coward-ass gang-stalking bitches. And that being said, you know, you sedate me, you mess up my balance. You know, you mess up my agility and dexterity. But you still can't beat me. $6,000, you sniveling cowards. Man the fuck up. Grow a fucking pair. up here, pussy. So these old shriveled cowards mad because the pretty hot young thing wants me. He drives by looking at me, you know, flirtatious eyes. So, you know, they're sedating me. And if you look up, I've already proven that psychiatric drugs cause shortness of breath, loss of coordination, a whole list, you know, dizziness, a whole list of things that mess up martial arts. And, you know, so it's my superior training and natural talent that makes me the best. And so, you know, I have 30 plus interviews with people. I'm in a group with almost 3,000 people in it, who are target individuals as well. Every single person in the group, maybe the only exception being maybe one or two of them. This is well known. Millions of people know that this is the truth. So, you know, if people aren't, you know, winning by doing this, you're playing yourselves the fuck out. So, like I said. Sedation. I'm just fucking these cowards are throwing me way off, but I'm still the best. They still got me. See me with the gloves. I'm Haru, and you're a bunch of bitches. Just be fucking honest. This is the third one. As you heard the reasoning in the first two clips you dig. Variations are key. Without further ado. Okay, so what I did there, front kick, came down, chop to the neck, proceeded to side kick to the stomach, and ended with
taking shit from the slaughter, these automatics let them have it. Fuck a new world order. Sick of crying while we dying in prison. They know we're crying, only violence is what's making them live. Fuck a politician, playing the do is ignore. And fuck a closed border, right to life, I'm calling for war. Fuck these closed-minded people, evangelical whore. And they stupid ass homeschool illiterate spawn. Fuck a hunk of beef, we fucking these, ain't nothing that's good. Fuck a black ops and helicopters all in my hood. Fuck a Bilderberger, we gon' serve them, people unite. Fuck the military, using kids to murder and fight. All I'm hearing is these teary cries supporting the troops. All I'm seeing is these teary eyes whenever we lose. But what they ever do besides pillage and shoot at all the colored people in their villages when they loot. It's all known. It's evil at Bohemian Grove. I see that shit, see the cousin, see the skull and the bone. See it coming, see the
trepidation, consternation, dismay and fright of the utter weaklings who thought that they could cower behind the cover of night. The blood of the precious saints, their courageous plight. Then there were a bunch of racists who thought God would care that they're white. Their teeth began to grind. No solace or comfort from the Lord is what they'll find. But through their whole existence, they thought they had a superior mind. The same despicable notion was held by the predecessors of their abominable bloodlines. The bloodline was inferior. I say it to the prophets, these devils weren't hearing ya. Your words fell on deaf ears. They are the same scum I've studied throughout the years. What are the prospects for this kind of a man?
If you touch the leg of it back, which wouldn't help you very much. Would help you win that day. See that? Connection. That's. Until then, the fuck up! For the secret societies, Machiavelli helped predicate the despicable notion that it was prudent to relentlessly beguile man instead of be honorable and admit that I'm the top martial artist.
Let's go through it again. 20 men in the center. Like flies, and I'm still looking for a way to make us rise. I emphasize that I still hate it. And I'm a motherfucker that'll take your ass to the next level. And the best to the end. And the mix again.
Coward.
You have returned to your course, and I am with you. The devil made a move, and it sparked my righteous indignation, and I'm sorry to that woman I fell in love with. But now, back to the war. To the war! Anyone in the gang-stalking groups, military intelligence agencies, law enforcement, mental health, gang members, organized crime, government workers, civilian recruits, big corporations that are involved, and so on. Any of these groups who do not, martial artists who are in secret societies especially, any of these groups who do not, in secret societies, who do not accept my challenge and then turn around and say, well, that doesn't make you the best, or we could have beat you, or blah, 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 when they're very much so, well informed about my challenge. It's a bitch in my book and should be a bitch in everyone else's. Let's face it, if December 20th comes and goes and still no one has beaten me, then I am the top martial artist in America officially, and anyone who says otherwise is a liar who should be fucking shot. Okay? They couldn't beat me in their wildest fucking dreams. In these clips where I demonstrate on uneven ground, dust and loose gravel and all kinds of stuff, on the ground, debris, pieces of plants, makes it very slippery. And I do extremely well on such slippery ground without falling down, with every move considering my balance. So to me, you're a fucking coward. You're a liar. You're a pussy. You all go down in history as hiding behind white social norms, okay? Let's get that clear right now. Secondly, if you say anything to the contrary as if I'm not the best, you are a fucking pussy. You are a weakling. I'm the top martial artist in America. I put my money where my mouth is. There isn't a man in this country that could say otherwise. Quit having your tail between your legs, running away, then coming back and say, no, he's not right. Watch them wait till I'm dead and I start getting fame before they start crying about I'm not right. can't contend with the fucking best. You can't contend with the best. You better shut the fuck up. Just got out of the shower, but in this video, I'm going to express my anger. So don't be surprised when I start yelling. When you say that my moves are off or whatever whole ass shit you're going to say, remember it reflects poorly on you. If I'm really this sloppy or, you know, I don't know what I'm doing or whatever you pussies are saying these days, then why can't you beat me? You know? Oh yeah, that's right, because I'm Heru and you're just a bitch! Together, collectively, they couldn't find one person that could beat me in 2 fucking years. They hid behind white social norms the same way a yuppie-ass prison guard hides behind the system to avoid the wrath of a prisoner who hates him. Except for this is in front of everybody on camera. In a way, I'm writing for all those black people and minorities who are shunned because of white social norms that these people hide behind. You see a lot of whitewashed secret societies, intelligence agencies, law enforcement, mental health pussies, and whitewashed psychology and psychiatry, you know, being used for these people to hide behind. You know, if you keep this up, I'm going to start calling you out by names. I'm going to name every studio involved in gang stalking. I'm going to talk about their martial arts and talk about exactly how to exploit them until they are rendered useless and nobody wants to go to your schools. Keep it up. I will make sure this blows up in your face. You deny me my due respect, you are a coward. I've already set it up so that when you attempt to, you will be played out like a bitch and people will want to murder you for it. Think of your families, think of yourself, think of your future, since you're incapable of thinking of morality, honor, and God. So you racist white people, Hasbro trolls, AIPAC sympathizers, Zionist Jews, and secret societies are going to hide behind covert drugging, white social norms, and the abuse of technology. The Ku Klux Klan did the same thing. They covertly poisoned black people. They hid behind the abuse of technology because they disarmed blacks. And so they had the guns, they had the technology. As they started developing, globalization stage 1 and so on, and, the telegraph, and they had the technology on their side. You're going to hide behind technology like a bunch of Klansmen and use KKK tactics on me, and you think that I'm going to let you get away with it? This bonus clip is for you, you bitches. The bonus clip is dedicated for all you fucking cowards hiding behind government harassment, secret society harassment, white social club, fucking pussy ass, ninny intelligence agency, police harassment. You have the nerve to hide behind police harassment, trained pigs who are still a bunch of pussies who only get away with killing blacks because they're in secret societies, the same ones as the judge. Yes, I will highlight everything you don't want me to. Everyone who participates in this will be played out like a bitch. Your children will be licking my fucking boots! And that is if I decide not to! The ending of that clip is not a threat, it's just me expressing my anger. And I'm sure it's understandable. Also, it's important to note that today's the 17th, the video is going to be released on the 20th, and so there's no logical way for them to say that I'm a threat to myself or to humanity. Okay. That being said, I'm the top martial artist in America when it comes to combat skills, applicable combat skills, transferable combat skills, self-defense, and sparring. This is not about whose form is the best, who's the most flexible, or who's the most strong, or who's the most anything. Just who can apply dexterity, agility, precision, and so on and so forth in a way that is superior, which is what sparring shows. A lot of people don't get that. We'll explore in the comments if you don't get it. I'm trying not to make this video more than 12 or 13 minutes. With that being said, people saw what that was in the end. That was fast. I can surprise myself. I stabbed up with this knife here, about that high. I came back down, and it was fucking fast. If you don't take me serious after that, you're an idiot. With that being said, pretend I didn't say that. Let's just say they deserve to get fucking stuck. Try not to kill anything. Try not to hit anything. They deserve to get fucking stuck. guesses why I had to get this gas mask and this to cover my vent. And I'll make a video, another clip putting this on my vent in a second. You racist cultural imperialists who've been gassing me through my vent can kiss my ass, and I have plenty of proof that they've been doing that before you wise asses say anything.
See that, you cultural imperialist dogs? You can kiss your covert gassing goodbye, you pussies.
On record on an important video, this thing came slashed with some kind of razor blade, and I thought nothing of it, but then it did not fit on the vent without duct tape. It was being blown right off when it completely covered the vent. I had to use two of them. This is the third one. In this clip, you will hear two recordings that prove my point beyond any doubt. I will elaborate in the comments. One is a former white racist. The other is a government harasser, or someone sent by the white establishment and their allies, high and low, who admits that they were told to set me up to get me to the psych ward. Without further ado.
So what is it that stops so many white people from wanting to change their hearts in regards to race and wanting to see the reality and come out of denial? What is it that keeps us stuck right there in that comfortable position of untruth? Well, I think part of it is fear. Another part of it is greed. Greed in that we don't want to lose dominance, we don't want to lose power, we don't want to lose privileges, we don't want to lose benefits that the system of white supremacy has created here in America for white people. We don't want to lose none of it. We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance. We're scared shitless, and we always have been. I'm right, we're scared. We're scared of losing what we got. We're scared of losing our positions. And we're scared of retribution. So we got a lot of fucking fear, man. Yeah, we do. You hear me, white brothers and sisters? A lot of fucking fear. We're scared. We're fucking scared. Even the fucking police officers, the coward police officers that kill unarmed black people are scared. We're scared of that retribution, scared of that black vengeance. And then we project, then we pretend and project that black people are as racist as white people. Who the fuck ever taught a black person black supremacy? The first thing a fucking black person learns is why it's wrong to be a supremacist. So, the point is, face your fear, face your greed, so that we can fucking have a more peaceful country, a more peaceful world. Until white people face that greed that they have. Oh, I gotta be on top. I gotta keep my white privilege. Oh God, I'm scared that the black people gonna kill me. They gonna come get me. They gonna snatch me up the way we did them. They gonna do all that dirty shit to me that white people have done to them. Stop being so fucking scared, man. Man up, woman up. Let's face reality. White supremacy is real. Our country is a country of white fucking supremacy. Yes, sir, it is. It always has been. Let's face it. Let's do something about it. Let's take some fucking responsibility. Act up, speak up, vote. Do what you gotta do. Be active. Protest. Get in the fucking streets. White people have to change their fucking culture of white supremacy. If we don't, it will destroy us all, and it already is. All of us. It has to do with morality. This thing about getting out of denial. One, you got to acknowledge truth. We are a white supremacist nation, and we always have been. We have white supremacist institutions, culture, structures, power, psychology, everything, politics. Whitewashing is in everything. The media, education, history is whitewashed and biased. Education is whitewashed and biased. Entertainment is whitewashed and biased. I ain't saying black people are bad. We're all equal. We know this. Stop being defensive. Stop being judgmental. Stop being defensive. Stop being delusional. Get out of denial and face reality.
Isn't that interesting how that works?
Our culture's racist. Our white culture's racist. I ain't saying all white people are racist. I'm not saying that. But it's all that indifference. It's all that inaction. It's all that turn a blind fucking eye. That's the real fucking problem. Step up, get out of indifference. Do something. Say something.
Do you say anything about psychiatry? What did he say?
If I believe that you believe in a psych ward, I think you're crazy. If I believe psychiatry is real, if I agree with what you believe in psychiatry.
And what did you say?
Well, I said no, I don't.
Did you say anything about I need to be in the psych ward or anything like that?
Did you say anything about what?
About me needing to be in the psych ward or anything like that?
Yes, he did.
Did he try to get you to help him get me to the psych ward?
Basically.
So he asked you to help piss me off so that I go to the psych ward?
Yeah.
Wow.
My older video.
It's exactly what they're doing. Okay? They're partially crippling you. What does it mean to be a cripple? What does it mean to be disabled? What does it mean to be handicapped? It means when the functionality of your body is greatly fucking reduced. Some cripples are in a wheelchair. Some cripples have, walking sticks. Some cripples don't, and they just kind of stumble around. And that's what psych meds do to people, on record.
The clips in this video are only somewhat in chronological order. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have plenty of videos where I've proven definitively that they are covertly drugging me. Speaking of that, fresh air, ever since I plugged the vent yesterday, I closed the vent, the air hasn't been this pure in months. I had several reasons for not closing the vent prior to yesterday, and for the sake of saving time, I will explore them in the comments. Well, I have shown forbearance, longevity, and perseverance, while they vehemently support covert activities that propagate despicable falsehoods. This monstrous machine they have created combines civilian, military, political entities, the private sector, and hate groups such as the KKK. And when you look at the history of these hate groups, they highlight the sinister alliances of vested interests that have always existed in America, especially. They have always existed in governments. Well, these people lack moral clarity and spiritual acuity. All of the millions they have spent on research and development, and they do not know any more about how to mess with someone's head than a child bully in the ghetto. In fact, they use childish tactics, shining lights, repetitive statements, covert drugging, noise harassment, spreading rumors and other immature bitch shit, which psychologists would have you believe represent a valid science, which is, of course, their MO, to have you believe that they are experts in something that nobody really knows anything about, but people like me know much better than they do about. Well, their skullduggery, their duplicity, it's disgusting. An appalling amount of sophistry, the deceitful statements, that trick some people. They use fallacious, specious tactics. Their casuistry, forbearing, it's repugnant. Their treachery, their debauchery, equally as disgusting, I assure you. Who are they, you might ask? Well, they are alchemists, occultists, certainly atheistic Satanists, etc. You know, we look at big pharma, pharmacology, chemistry, alchemy. You know, if you want to be Hollywood about it, you know, witchcraft, sorcery. The history of these things prove my point quite well. If you want, we can explore that in the comments as well. You see, secret societies have always involved an element of organized crime. They've always been a certain form of organized crime. And they evolved into modern organized crime. Be it the Yakuza that came from ninja-style clans and clandestine societies. Be they the surreptitious Buddhist societies that have had people branch out from the Shaolin Temple and form their own criminal societies. You know, the secret military covert groups that created a different island in Asian martial arts. To the closed societies of African Americans that evolved African martial arts into capoeira as a consequence of the transatlantic slave trade. I mean, just look at Egypt. War arts, Mantu arts societies that made the first known and recorded forms of martial arts. Look at the Knights Templars, perhaps the first international bankers. Look at the Italian societies, Sicilians, Russians, Romans, Greek secret societies, and you know, the secret plots to be the Caesar in Rome. You see, martial arts are an integral part of almost all these societies. So why would it surprise any of you that these people are sabotaging me and persecuting me for my political views? I mean, what kind of an idiot would think that I'm mistaken? I mean, seriously, truly, what kind of a deplorable fool, an imbecile? I taught you reality. They deal in treachery and illusion. This reminded me of Shaka Zulu.
The whites are magicians, Shaka. They work with illusion. They have taught us to live in reality.
And then they want, you know, people like me to submit to unfair judges. You know, when I could simply just review the recordings. And, you know, that reminds me of this.
The leopard is also superior, Popos. He is a sovereign among the masters. Each proud day of his life is worth 100 days in the life of a raven. Yet if the leopard were offered wings to fly, he would be foolish to refuse them.
No, Shaka. The leopard's kingdom is the earth. On the earth, he is the master. In the skies, he becomes a victim. If the whites offer you wings, it is because they wish to make you their victim.
Do you hear that?
The reason why I'm adding this at the end, so you all understand that I'm not making this up. I'm in a group on Facebook of almost 3,000 people who are targeted. And this is not even all the targeted individuals in America. This is just the ones who found their way to this group. I'm going to play this clip. I'll play you a verse about how, you know, they took my life. By the time many of you see this, they'll have taken my life one way or another. You know, causing me to go to war with them or whatever, in order to put a bunch of Satanists and spiritual bottom feeders at ease.
Homosexuals, they use their fucking, like, weirdos, and like nerdy, like motherfuckers that you know you can fucking just, that you know you can fuck up, but it's like, they know they got that leash on you because they know that the police know that, you feel me, you're basically not gonna do anything because they're in the fucking background. I mean,
exactly, you know, hiding behind social norms and the people given technology to enforce these social norms. Complete cowardice. It's the same thing you martial artists are doing. And the world is going to know, the word is going to get out. You're going to lose all your respect, I promise you. Don't forget that they set me up to die so they can put a bunch of Satanists, feminists, atheists, racists, the worst criminals, and the LGBT community at ease.
You know it's down, man.
This is the life I live.
They took my soul and took my life to put the community at ease.
So it is the 18th. Finally got my vent thing in the mail. Poison oak thing. And my plastic knife. Okay? They basically gave me poison oak when I haven't touched any pets in maybe 2 years or more. I haven't gone up in the wooden areas for probably like maybe 6 months. Anyway, this should be the final clip.